Hey gamers, welcome to my channel. I did a video not long ago to talk about the fact that I love to replay games. Games that I like to play from time to time, and I always have much fun playing it. And today, in this video, I'm going to point 7 games that I replay every year. I mean every year. Some of these games are the source of my video game passion, and they have a lot of meaning for me. So, I can't put them down, and I enjoy replaying them at least one time every year. And let's start with the game that is, in my opinion, the best game ever made. The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. I love The Legend of Zelda. It is my favorite all-time series, and Ocarina of Time was the first one I played in this wonderful series. And that first time I played, I couldn't believe what I seen. The gameplay, the strategy to finish the temples, the wonderful bosses, the music, that is still today one of my all-time favorites, the Gorons, the Zoras. I can't find one single flaw in this game. And you know what? I finish this game every year in the week of my birthday. It's like a gift I give myself every year. Sonic 1. The first Sonic was the first game that I played in my Sega Mega Drive. That is still today my favorite console. As well as the first Sonic is my favorite one. I know that most people prefer Sonic 2, Sonic 3 or Sonic & Knuckles, but not for me. I love the level design on the first game. Sonic 3, Sonic & Knuckles and especially Sonic 2 have many stages that I don't like, and the music in the first one is by far my favorite in the series. For me, it's a great joy to play this first game in my Sega Mega Drive Mini with the original controller and remember my childhood when I still live at my parents' house. And it is a priceless nostalgic trip that I do every year. Street of Rage 1, 2, 3 and 4. I'm going to cheat a little in this one, and I choose a series and not a single game. I love the Street of Rage series. It is by far my favorite 2D series, and I love to play all the games in this wonderful series. I have for the Sega Mega Drive the original games, and I bought Street of Rage 4 for the Nintendo Switch and PC. And if you are thinking that I play this series alone, think again. I always play in co-op with my little son, because he also loves Street of Rage. And that's where the nostalgia comes from. Because when I was a kid, around 3000 years ago, I played with my friends from my childhood this wonderful series, non-stop. We played for the whole weekend because we all love Street of Rage. Of course that today we all build a family, we are all married with children, which is wonderful. It is the best thing in life. Yet, as my favorite Megadeth song says, moving on is a simple thing, but what we leave behind is hard. And it's true, but now and forever, without a doubt, my son is not only the person I love the most in this world, but also my best friend and my gaming companion, who loves playing the games of my youth, like Street of Rage, Final Fight, Golden Axe, Metal Slug, Double Dragon, International Superstar Soccer, Street Fighter, among others. And that's why I never play online, because I have the person that I most love in this world to sit next to me in our gaming room and spend wonderful afternoons playing the games of my youth as well as modern games. Grandia 2. Grandia is my favorite RPG series, and the first one I played was Grandia 2. I love this game so much that I bought it for PC and the physical version for Dreamcast and the Nintendo Switch. I also love Grandia 1 and 3, but the second one is not only my favorite Grandia game, but also my favorite RPG and my third favorite all-time game. But the reason I finish this game once every year is because it's not a big game. We finish in 30 hours, and the gameplay, especially the battle system, is in my opinion the best in any RPG. And Grandia 2, along with Skies of Arcadia, back in the Dreamcast days, were my source and beginning of my journey playing RPGs. Bruce Lee. You don't think I was going to do this list without putting a game of my beloved Spectre, do you? Bruce Lee is one of my top 5 Spectrum games, and the one that I consider that have more replay value. In fact, one of my early videos in the channel is a long play, where I finished the game in 11 minutes without losing a single life. I love games that combine action with platform, and this one did that perfectly. And being a small game that gives me so much pleasure to play and so nostalgic for me, sometimes I even finish once every month. Midnight Resistance was one of my early passions, and just like Bruce Lee, I did a long play to start to finish without losing a single life. And along with Sunset Riders, it was one of the first run and gun games that I played. I love the level design, the music, the bosses, the weapons, the secondary weapons, and when I was a kid, I played every day until I was being able to finish. And now with the Mega Drive Classic Mini, it's so easy to play. It's just turn on the console, picking the original pad, and return to my childhood. Space Crusade. This was the first game from the Warhammer 40k that I played, and I love and love more this universe every year. The Space Marines are so badass. I love everything in this game. The level design, the brutal kills. I love the game involvement when you are in the most difficulty levels, not knowing which enemy is near. I played for many years this game through emulations, and now with the Amiga Mini I play it much more often, and I usually do a mission or two every month, and I always have much fun. So that's it, gamers, those are the games I played every year. Please tell me in the comments, do you have any game that you will replay every year? As always, I hope you liked this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Take care.